Welcome to stream. How is everyone doing? It's really good to see you. First stream of the month. It's literally August 1st. It's so weird streaming on the first of the month. I don't always do it because the first of the month doesn't always fall on a day I stream. But yeah. Hi. I hope you're having a lovely start to your month. I hope July went well for you. And it's really good to see you. Hello. Linkster, welcome in. Thank you for the group hydration to start stream. That means everyone must hydrate, not just me. If I have to do it, you have to do it. And thank you for the posture check as well. Zila, welcome in. How are you? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. And Kat, hi. Ooh, woo. How are you? Barbecue, welcome in. Hi. This is the Kenneth game. Welcome to the Kenneth game. And Skyward, how are you? Hi. It is so good to see you. Skyward is very lovely. Very friendly and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Good. Very good. Highly recommend their streams. So, the starting soon screen took a bit longer today because I decided to be insane and announce the art club prompt. And I was writing up the little blurb for it, so if you don't know about Art Club, or even if you do, I set the new prompt today. So, you're welcome. It's officially up now. Thrilled about it. It's a monthly event that I host. You may not have ever heard of it before. I really love hosting it. It's really fun. Might actually do this one. I would be so pleased if you did. I'm always so happy when people submit. Especially people who don't submit very often or who have never submitted before. So I would very much encourage you to do so. I might try to host like a little art club hangout session in the Discord server. I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to host more things in the Discord server in general, like more hangouts and stuff, but I'm really bad at planning them and scheduling them. So yeah, I'm thinking if I do that, it'll probably be like next week. Maybe on a Saturday? I don't know. I'll keep you posted in the Discord server. But I might do like a little hangout session where we can all like brainstorm and work on it together. I just want to do it after I practice pixel art on stream because I think that's what my prompt is going to be based on. I think I want to do pixel art this month. I think I want to learn it and then I think I want to do it. I know. Crazy. Never really done pixel art before. Pixel art always scares me a lot. But anyway, that all being said, I think I did that pretty well, as I always do. I'm really tuning my own horn over here. Like, wow, I am so good at yapping. Yeah, pixel would be fun, I think. I got gifted a sprite, so I kind of want to learn. I would feel bad if all I ever drew in it was a tongue. That is the only thing I have ever drawn. So, I want to learn more so I don't have to tell people the only thing I've drawn in pixel art is a tongue because I think that's weird. I think that sounds odd and strange, and I think you're kind of judging me a little bit for it, but I promise it makes sense. It's just also hard to explain, so maybe it's funnier without context, and I'll leave you to ponder. I'm really excited for today. I love this game. I really, really like this game. That's all. And I get to see Von Karma today, and I have a tiny little crush on her, just a tiny little one. So I look forward to seeing her again. I think this is the save file I'm on. Yeah, we were just about to start the trial. Okay, what was my theory, right? I have it in my title that I'm manifesting my insane theories. I kind of forgot what they were. I think the crux of it is doppelganger theory. And the crux is that the perpetrator, Eeny Meeny, is actually her sister. It's your birthday in the game, June 22nd. Yeah, happy in-game birthday. I love when that happens, when my birthday comes up in things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my birthday. I do the same thing. I'm like, wow, they know September 17th is a day that exists. I think my birthdays come up in this game too. I think. Maybe. I don't know, actually. Maybe it'll come up again. Yeah, congrats. You kind of make an appearance. I love that for you. 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3! Why don't we ever get number 1? Who has number 1? Where's your cake? Probably in a bakery somewhere down the street. I don't think anyone's picked it up yet, which is so terrible, I know. They should have known it was your birthday. Speaking of, I went to a new bakery yesterday. Oh my gosh, actually, I have a story. You know what, Maya? You can wait. So I went to a new bakery. It is a cutesy little French bakery, but I think it's actually Asian. I can't remember which. Maybe Korean. But the aesthetic is French. So I love that. I love that it's confusing. And I had this like strawberry soft bread. It was so good. I got a couple of other things too, like a strawberry croissant and I think a like coffee bun croissant thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on how those are, but it was so lovely. And then, as I was leaving, this horrible storm started up. And it was kind of out of nowhere, but it was also kind of not out of nowhere. Because I had all this warning all day that there was going to be a storm, and the sky had gotten dark, and the sky was actually really pretty. I wish I could have taken a picture, but it didn't show up very well on camera. It was like teal. It was really cool, and lightning was striking, or lightning was like coursing through the sky. Hey, G-Man. Welcome in. I'm looking forward to the French restaurant that I'll see in Ace Attorney. I think I've heard of it. I think it's been mentioned. But yeah, this storm started up. It got super dark. I actually like physically saw it moving in, which is super cool. I've never seen that before. So I kind of get storm chasers now a bit. Not that I want to be one, but I understand the appeal. And then it started raining, and then it started being really, really windy. So when I was in the bakery, actually, I got this like warning on my phone, you know, like an alert where it gets really loud and everyone's phones go off at once, and it's like, okay, great, I'm gonna die. Either that or it's like an Amber Alert or something, and it's like, oh, I hope they're okay. I hope they get found. Yikes. But yeah, everyone's went off. It said severe storm warning, and then it went off again, and it's like tornado warning. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. As I always am about tornado warnings. I'm like, whatever. Be dramatic, I guess. It got super windy, which is why I'm telling you this, because sometimes that's a concern. You know, the tornadoes. And there was so much debris in the parking lot. I've never had so much, like, just junk whipped around in my vicinity. It was kind of upsetting, I guess. And it started pouring down. It was so rainy, like so hard to see, but luckily I got home safe. And on the way home, like traffic lights were out. Like, you know when traffic lights kind of malfunction or the power gets cut or they get reset or something? They're supposed to default to flashing yellow and flashing red. You know? They're never supposed to go out. So on this like busy street, they're just not on. They're just dark. They're black. I don't know what that means. That's not a real color that traffic lights can be. When that happens, it becomes like a four-way stop. So just so you know. But it's just very upsetting on a busy street. Like the lamps were out. And it was crazy. So I was like, do I even have power? Am I gonna not have power when I get home? That would be very upsetting. A couple of years ago, had to deal with no power for like a week and a half. It was terrible. It was horrible. Luckily, this was like before I started streaming, but it was a horrible. Basically what I did is I just kind of started going to cafes that week because it's like, I don't want to deal with no power. I think it was when the weather wasn't too bad. Or actually it was when, never mind. Utilities were still working. So like AC and heating and like my shower was still good, but like just no lights and no electricity, which is annoying. I had to like charge my phone in the car for like a week and a half. Terrible time, truly it was. I think at the time I had a phone that died really quickly too, so I had to like travel out there pretty often. Now I have a phone that like doesn't die ever. So that's really nice. But yeah, luckily my power was on. Just the street next to me, everything was out for some reason, so that was really nice. I saw that the shop lights near me were on, so I was like, okay, well, they're working, so I should be working, hopefully. Apparently everything flickered while I was away, because like the clocks reset. So I could tell they flickered like 5 minutes before I got back home, and I was like, well, cool. I still haven't fixed my capture card, but luckily I'm not streaming a game that requires my capture card today. But yeah, that's my story. That's how my day was yesterday. It was pretty good, actually. I found a new bakery. I saw a storm roll in. And then I played Fortnite while the storm was happening, and I heard sirens outside. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pretend like none of that's happening because I don't like thunder very much. So I try not to pay too much attention when thunder is happening. And it works really good when I don't pay attention to it and I pretend like it's not happening. Sometimes denial is healthy. Hey Moose, welcome in. Hi. How are you? But yeah, I hope you guys liked my story anyway. I've kept Maya waiting. Nick? Yeah, that's me. Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? I did, actually, I did! I checked her age in my court record. Because I was curious, I think. Either that or I saw it on the wiki for some reason. And I was like, that's weird, she's only 18? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and, well, I'm glad they're discussing this, actually, because I've been bringing this up and kind of interested in the difference of the two characters. Hey Adam, welcome in! Hi. How are you? I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. Yeah, that's okay though, Maya, you're cute. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. but I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Why doesn't he say that out loud? Good morning. Oh, that's not the voice I give her. Two of you look like you're doing really well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. I need her. I can't do this alone. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? You think she's gonna refuse so I can't lean on Mia? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. She's such a little menace. She's me with all my ships. Thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh, I'm gonna have to start doing some accusing of Pearl's mother, aren't I? Wow, Phoenix thinks ahead. Phoenix is kind of considerate. June 22nd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Pearl is very cute, you're right. Also, hi Sancho, how are you?
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. That's me, I'm the defense. Hello, I am defending. That is me, and I'm gonna do a very good job. I think they're doppelgangers. Court closed. Case closed. Something like that. Can you say the... Can you do the honors, Judge? No? Okay. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix writes, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. She's here! I love hanging out with Mia. I don't get to do it very often. Jill streaming justifies an ice cream? Yes, go get ice cream! Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. So violent. When'd you get the whip? Have you had it all 5 years? Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in the century, in this country. Not in this century, that would be ridiculous. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. She does have a whip. It's her whole thing. She has 2 personality traits, calling people fools and having a whip. And being pretty, I guess. That's not really a personality trait. That's just a given.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes, and this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, is not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
All right, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? What? No! I determined this. Don't turn this back on me like you did all this and you're proud of yourself. Did she know all along? She probably did, and now she's like making things up and she's like, I know what argument he's gonna use. I can turn that to my advantage. She's so smart. She's so clever. I'm still gonna destroy her and win the case. Hey, Aperture! Welcome in. How are you? Those are the only personality traits you need, right?
But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then, what is the meaning of this?
All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. Okay, so my problem is going to be proving when she exited the room. Except, I don't know if she did? Did I decide that she did or not? I can't fully remember. I'll get there though, I promise. I have the conclusion in my head. I just have to come up with the reasoning. That's always my problem with these games. I know the results. I don't know how to prove the results. So, we'll get there. I'm like 7 steps ahead. I gotta take a step back. Like 7 steps back. And I believe this is when she dropped the key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Oh, she would be. But at least it's not Pearl. Fitness, name, and occupation. What voice did I give her? My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium. In a matter of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking?
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
Spirit severing technique?
Technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is...
Yes, that is.
Hey, Damon! Welcome in! Hi! You! Be quiet! He does not like the judge's interjections. To be fair, he very rarely says anything of real value, but, you know, on occasion, if you let him cook long enough, he'll get there. Now, fitness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. Why are you lying? Wow. She's kind of twisted. She's kind of messed up for that. For all the scheming, to be fair, too. Hey, Izza! Oh, you have to go to sleep already? Well, thank you for stopping in. Have a lovely rest. I hope you have lovely dreams. Thank you for stopping in once again.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Oh, she looks so funny on the witness stand. Oh wow, it's already time for group hydration? That means everyone must hydrate, not just me. If I have to do it, you have to do it. Almost 1 a.m.? Then yeah, you should definitely go to sleep. Thank you for the posture check as well.
Order, order, order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Maya's escape. Okay, tell me all about it. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. The pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Okay, there's gotta be something here because that did not happen. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. Oh, good lie. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Okay, but I will! I can do it! Oh, why am I still damaged? You know, I don't like this new system with the locks and everything. I need the health bar, the stamina or morale bar or whatever it is, to reset before every trial and in between like breaks in trial and before each investigation. I don't like how it carries over. It seems unreasonable. And also, I want to start with more health than this. What is that? Alright, I'm gonna save. Not because I'm nervous or anything, but just because I want to. Okay, press on everything to start. Just now, you said, those two. Who are the two people you were referring to? Oh my god, when she said that, in my head, I thought to myself, I'm gonna need to press on everything, and when I press on this one, Phoenix is gonna ask, who are the two people you're referring to? Literally knowing he is one of the two people. Phoenix, it's okay. Sometimes you have to show to the court these things. I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English. Not to mention, she looked awful. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Fey?
I love how the judge is reeling it back in, finally being sensible. Hold it! Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that's a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. I do too, Phoenix. I agree. Question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? I'm confident in this, and I did not stutter. You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. I don't know, Morgan. I don't know about your reasoning. Crimson, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You remember playing this game way back in middle school on the DS? Yeah, because this game did originally come out on DS, huh? I think it's so cool when people stop in and they're like, I played the originals, because this is literally my first experience with it through the HD remaster of the trilogy. You had the original DS. I actually did too. I just didn't have this game. Hey, Adri! Are we getting cooked in court? Not yet. I've barely started, so there hasn't been a real chance yet. But I'm sure once we get into it, things will start going a bit poorly for me. Phoenix had a reaction to that for some reason. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye.
Don't compliment her. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue.
Pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand. Tell me more. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you is a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however... Objection! Oh. Okay. That's like the first Von Karma has appeared in a while. She's been so silent. She never does that. Professor Layton is a good detective game. I think I've had it recommended, but obviously I don't want to start any other detective games while I'm playing Ace Attorney, and I think it'll be a while until I finish Ace Attorney, because I think I'm gonna play every game. Obviously. At least every game in the trilogy. And I also have the Apolly? I was gonna say Apolly, and then I tried to save myself, and then I just ended up with Apollio. And I think that's kind of worse. But I do have the Apollo Justice series too. And then I want to play the Miles one, and then everything in between. It'll be a while. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Yeah, question further. Every chance I get, question further. I'm sure that could never end poorly when they switch that up for me. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh.
The witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later.
Yes, very well.
Ugh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? I want to know what that thing is. How come I have to be out of the loop? Now, goodness, continue if it's what happened. Okay, sure. Let's keep going. This is going so well for me. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing. However, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Are they gonna claim spirit possession? They so are. She's gearing up to. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Yeah, Phoenix, come on. We knew this. We knew she was gonna do this. Sometimes I think Phoenix's problem is not anticipating what the prosecutor is gonna say. Phoenix is so wholesome and so innocent and so, like, he puts so much faith in the justice system that all he thinks to himself is, I just have to get the facts straight. I just have to prove my defendant innocent. I just have to tell the truth. And then I will succeed. He never considers that the prosecution will have the wrong facts and he'll have to work with that somehow. That's what all the prosecutors who we've faced so far, that's what they all do. They anticipate his defense and they work off of that. But he doesn't do that the other way around. And I think that's wholesome. You know, I like that for him. I think that's sweet. But he just has so much faith in the truth.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. I am 1,089 years old.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck. See? Did she now? Hey, Danny! Welcome in. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps.
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere. In that time.
Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. I need more. I need to get more out of her. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, well, now what? I mean, question further? So, while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Oh, Phoenix, you might actually be onto something? This is why I let him ask his silly questions, because sometimes there's a point to it. I'm sure it won't go anywhere, but I like this line of thinking.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that the witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this, witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It Looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. I'm not ready.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes, that is exactly what we should be.
Be quiet, you! Aw, he was agreeing with her and he still got whipped. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone?
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? Well, of course, who else? I think you can see where this is headed. Fitness, name, and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eenie Miney. I love her. How am I? I'm doing really well, thank you for asking. But yeah, she whips people. When she gets frustrated, she whips people, not just the podium. Yeah, if it's anime, it's funny, so it's not illegal. It's allowed. Also, she's very pretty, so she gets away with a lot more, I assume. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess, most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine! For my sake! Oh shoot, I still have save now up as a channel point redeem. Forgot to take that away, but I can save my game. Also, Heppel, welcome in! Hi. I hope you are well. Okay, there we go. I saved. Thank you. Got TikToked on mobile. I love that that's a verb. I know that they were making like Twitch stories a bit of a thing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't use the mobile app very often. Hey Rio, welcome in. How are you? After the murder. I can't believe I didn't get to do anything with Morgan. I'm sure she'll come back, but I don't know. I'm sure that testimony didn't end well for me or didn't amount to anything good. The home screen is literally just TikTok now. No. As much as people claim they hate TikTok, and to be fair, I don't hate TikTok, but a lot of people hate TikTok, And a lot of apps claim, or competitors claim they hate TikTok. But I will say, they all want to have a UI like TikTok. You've been using Twitch Stories, but mainly because you don't have a Discord to do stream-specific announcements. I do the same thing, Rio. Like when I'm gonna be streaming outside of my usual schedule, like when I'm doing a late-night stream or something on a weird day or a weird time, I'm like, you know, Twitch Stories, that's a thing that exists, right? I'm kind of not great at using it all the time, though, but yeah, I think I like Twitch Stories as a tool. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. She's so tired. She's so sleepy. She's like, like, what's going on? That's probably what she said. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Okay, I want to hear what she told you.
Now hold your horses, lady. You were saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Oh, yeah, the judge doesn't know. Okay, my bad. I forgot. Yeah, the judge is dumb. I should just assume that he doesn't know things. Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. I stuttered a lot.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie? Okay, her sister's kind of intense, if that's to be believed.
She took her revenge? You sure that's what she said?
Yes? There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. She's so proud of herself. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Why are you reading my mind? It's because he mutters to himself in the parentheses. Oh, you have snacks? You always have snacks. What do you have today? Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. but even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Oh, believe me, I might. I'm not sure. I'm entertained. I don't know about the people in universe, but I, as the player, very entertained. Okay, press on everything. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Oh, was that the reason she gave for napping in the room before? Like, that's right. I, think there were sesame seeds, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Everyone's just kind of nodding along. It's like, what else can you do? Hey, Silverwolf. Does she pity the fool? She always is talking about how she pities the fool, so I would say yes. How are you? You have a lot of sour candies, barbecue Pringles, and a giant chicken taco. See, that's just a meal. The taco makes it a meal. Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap? Did something happen while you were sleeping?
It did, actually, apparently. Do you know the time? Oh, that she was woken? I'd like to know that too. Maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think? 11 a.m.? Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food. She's so cute. She's so relatable. It's too bad. She's the propagator? No. Persecutor? No. Perpetrator. Perpetrator. That's the word. Too bad she's the perpetrator. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. Oh! She's so dumb! I meant what time was it when the someone came into your room. Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. You know, you're right. He should have been more clear. No, it's okay. It's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room. It was oh my god, totally my sister. I love that line. Are you absolutely sure? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? I don't know. I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. She's so funny and so dumb. Hey, gamer, welcome in. Oh, you're back to your normal time zone. I'm so happy to hear. I know you posted about that in the Discord server. I'm really happy to hear you're back home. I know you were getting homesick. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Wow, they made him an only child? They didn't give him a brother for the sequel? Well, okay, Apollo Justice is the sequel, but the sequel after that, they could have given him a brother or a sister. Could you imagine? Then they'd really be grasping at straws, huh? But no, he's an only child. He does give only child energy, don't you think? He doesn't seem like he had siblings. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright.
The defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now, Sen Witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? I, hadn't seen her in so long. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one again? Okay, but she's kind of dumb. And also, she's not like everyone else. She's not like other people. Hey, Lemon. Hey, Remy. How are you? It's really good to see you. And Ham, how are you? Meowdy. You want me to do a shoe bill? I don't know if I like shoe bills, and I don't know if I know what they sound like, actually. Oh, they're like a stork. Ugh, I really don't like these things. I really don't like these things. They're so ugly. Oh, I don't like them. And they just make clicking noises? That's so cursed. Yeah, they make chattering noises. I can't do chattering noises. Oh, I don't like them. I don't like how they move. Okay, I can try. It's like they're clicking their bill together. I don't know if I can do it with my mouth. I may be able to do it with an object. If I click some things together. You're chattering anyway? I kind of am. That's all I do, just kind of chatter away. Okay, I think I can make the sound, but not with my mouth. And I'll wait until ads are over. You know, sometimes you have to cheat a little bit. I don't think that's a sound that I could even attempt. And you know what? No one ever said I had to do it with my mouth. So there. You missed the animal noise? No, I'm waiting for people to get out of ads. So no one's missed, I hope. Oh, thank you for the group hydration, by the way, and the posture check. But group hydration means everyone must hydrate, not just me. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. I don't know if it'll pick up. How'd that sound? I don't know. Would I make the chattering with my game controller and my phone? I hit the handle of the game controller up against the case of my phone. Oh, you're gonna clip that? Actually, I didn't think you would because it's not me making the sound. I mean, I am making the sound. I think I got pretty creative, actually. Okay, sorry. I try to mute the game audio when I do animal noises for a good sound. But then sometimes I forget to put it back. Not today, though. All of them will be a Pokemon, a Junemon. I look forward to this project and how it'll come out. But yeah, wouldn't most people react here with surprise? But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult. But I like know all about the Kurain channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No. Question further. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But, oh, ow! She's intense. She's whipping people again, me specifically. Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright. Why this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister? Is it really that important?
It's actually very important. Why is everyone trying to dissuade me? It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Isn't that what I always do? Squid Game Season 2 is coming out in December. Wow, it's been a while since the first season, hasn't it? I hope it comes out good. I know a lot of people really like Squid Game. I've never watched it. I don't think it would be my thing.
All right, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally like normal. Okay, press on the new statement. So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. There should be blood on it, on her clothes, right? Right? Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on? Okay, that's the statement I needed, but I'm still gonna press on this last one too. The one where she told her something terrible. Something terrible? What was this thing she told you? Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? Is she just gonna repeat it? I don't care that much. I did just hear this story. It's not like my memory is that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear the story again.
Very well. You may continue your testimony, Miss Miney.
I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? You can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. I'm calm! I'm collected! I would never panic. Okay, so I kind of have to prove that the clothes wouldn't have been normal. And I think that's actually easy if I just show the clothes. Right? Right. I just show that they were covered in blood. Dun dun dun! That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Eenie. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Well, they were just so good, I thought the rest of the court should hear it, but from me, so I get all the glory and credit. Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. Oh, I probably could have shown the picture too, huh? And not just the clothes? Because yeah, they're all bloodstained in the picture too. Actually, the picture probably is better than just the clothes on their own. Titus! Hi! How are you? I also really love when Phoenix is smug. I like when he's confident. I like when he knows what he's talking about. It doesn't happen too often. But I appreciate it when it does. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray? Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Oh, she's got a long skirt. She's so cute.
Order, order. Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney.
I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me!
That.
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. I knew it! She's faking! Like the parrot guy. I mean, it's pretty obvious, to be fair. I always knew. You're doing fantastic. You gave a speech at a 60th anniversary celebration. Oh, that's fun. You got some cake, had some meatball subs. That's amazing. That does sound fantastic. Oh, meatball subs sounds so good. I never eat meatball subs, but I can appreciate the concept. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. He is like, buddy, come on. Phoenix is trying to justify it, and he is like, okay, I guess. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry, I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Okay, after the murder, part 2! I get a new testimony! The side room was, kinda dark, you know? Oh, sure, it's always the dark excuse. So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Okay, what?
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
I'm not, actually.
All right, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
And question her I will. Drinking game for the time, she says please don't. I don't think that would end well. She says like 3 times a sentence. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Oh. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? We're such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. So, like, the costume is like purple. You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's... Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. Von Karma is so good at limiting my interactions with the witnesses. Alright, what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, doing or like at the time? Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew. She like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. I'm sorry, that seems so childish. That's so funny. It's like you murder a guy and you're like, okay, I'm gonna run away. Okay, wait, that's really bad. I should go back and apologize, but I can't do it by myself. I have to go get someone I trust. That's like when you break something and you're like 6 years old. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. She's got me saying it now. I always say like. I always use filler words, actually. I try not to, it just comes out. And it's much more noticeable when you get a character like this, and you are listening for it more. But I definitely say like a lot. I wish I didn't! And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Oh, whoops. I need to press on that last one. Oh no! I skipped it again. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial, I know. We have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen. We can't give up. I think it's kind of cute when it isn't excessive like Mimi. It's just very much a filler word is the problem with it. It's like, or I guess. So it's kind of ideal not to overuse it, obviously. Was your sister calm by that time? Oh, the time she led her back to the channeling chamber. Like, I guess so? I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better, too. Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, what do you mean? When you were going to the crime scene, maybe? Because of the furnace? Or the incinerator, I mean? She wouldn't have noticed that, but I want to ask. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, No, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Of course. Think harder. I know you can remember something. Okay, wow, maybe not that hard. Jeez. Slammed his desk and everything. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
You think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
I do! It's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Phoenix, you don't have to admit that, even to yourself.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. I can press on that. Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes the testimony. Okay. I can work with this. I can save and then I can work with this. I like the incinerator idea. I feel like that's a good thing to point out. I need to stop just rotating through. Know exactly where he's going? See, I know where he's going too. Sometimes I have to cover for Phoenix when he doesn't know what's going on, and he has to cover for me when I don't know what's going on. And then my second thing is that... Oh, wait! Wait, something way more obvious. Pearl should have been there, right? God, it's been so while. It's been so long. I was in between two statements. It's been a while and it's been so long. So it's been so while. It's been like so while. But yeah, it's been a while since I have done this. So I couldn't remember all of the story. But if I just show the vase, I think maybe that'll do something. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. I'm glad you guys agree with so while. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So? Like, what does that prove? Oh? Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could not have seen this person. Okay, I forgot I could show profiles, as I always do. Until this very moment. I'm glad they always remind me and push me to do that. But yeah, Pearl, right? I'd like to introduce someone to you who will probably end up on the witness's stand, which is gonna be very surreal when that happens, but it wouldn't be the first time a little tiny child has been up on the witness's stand. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Yes, and how is this child relevant?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
Oh.
And she just happened to break this urn.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, she broke the urn? Yup. She accidentally knocked it over with her ball. Nor. She said nor. What a girly. What a lady. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of Winding Way. Whoa! She becomes a ghost with her little hat. I really like her. You got a mutated sour candy. Are you gonna eat it? It may be mutated, but it's good. What? Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the Winding Way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. Oh, he is not backing down. I love this. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. No, don't object me. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No, there's no way. She absolutely wasn't, Phoenix. You stand tall and you make these obstructions. I don't know. I forget these words sometimes. They're very big words, and you get what I mean. So I don't even have to know them. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is that contradiction?
I can be like, help me, Mia. Mia, I don't know. Mia, please. And I'm tempted to do so. A contradiction? Is it in the evidence? I think so, because in my mind, I'm like, well, the clothing box, right? But also, like, in her testimony, because she just... Which... I'm gonna save. I never really use my save files. I never really save scum unless I'm like really dying and I have to because I game over all the time. But to be fair, this isn't even a health bar challenge. It's in her testimony just now? Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? She does! She does open her eyes, and she does look like Mimi! Guys, I told you so. I told you so! I didn't think they'd show that to me so soon. I thought they'd show it to me when I exposed her. I told you so! I knew it! That's like been the crux of my theorizing this entire time. She looks the same as Mimi. Oh, I'm so good at this. Truly I am. So? Like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney. No, Miss Miney. did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. So while I got the brain cell, what's it mean? You mean like life? I don't know. My brain cell is fleeting. It really only comes at certain times or is useful in certain times. My brain cell, the way it seems to work is like the DVD logo on old TVs that you would watch go around the screen and hit the edges of it. And you would watch it for hours just waiting for it to hit a corner. Sometimes my brain cell hits a corner and that's when I get my brain blast. Okay, right now it's just bouncing off the edges. Normally you ask for Fortnite challenges, but you're gonna combine what others say. Oh, okay, so that's actually interesting. Where should you drop? Drop at Railway. Drop at Railway. I think that's fun. Middle of the map drop, not super middle. Actually, I don't know what this current map's hot drop is. I guess Pleasant? Or Nitrodrome? I hate Nitrodrome though. Imagine bouncing, right? Okay, I'm getting distracted. But you didn't go there by way of the Winding Way. I don't know what that sound is supposed to be. But
Look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the Winding Way.
yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Wright. Go on, what do you have for me? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
In the channeling chamber. Obviously. Miss Miney was here, of course!
What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. I got her. I'm saying things and I'm gonna make it all make sense. Oh, shoot, I didn't get to see what he said. Von Karma, stop interrupting him. Shoot, what did he say? I don't know, probably nothing of importance, as per usual. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
I'm doing so well today, guys. I haven't taken any damage. And I've been fully on track this entire time. The first trial of this case, I was really struggling, so I would just like to point out how good I'm doing now and how on top of things I am and how I understand what's going on. Yes, I'm proud of myself. Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Behind the screen, obviously. Here, of course. I love that Phoenix and me have the same energy. I'm like, obviously it's here. Come on, guys, get on my level. And Phoenix is like, well, it's here, of course. In his own special way, he's like, obviously. Hair flip. We're the same. I love when we get on the same page. You know, it doesn't happen often.
Behind the folding screen.
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. Okay, well, don't listen to Lotta. She doesn't know anything. Look at her. Wow, she is identical. She's got the same eye shape and everything. The thing is that eye shape is super, super recognizable. I've never seen another character with it. See? You stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball. She didn't say like once in that sentence.
No, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying.
Shut it, Gramps, as if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Where did I want you to drop? Railway. Reckless Railway. Von Karma is girl bossing, you're right. Hi, Relics. I didn't say hi, I just responded to your message, but welcome in. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Oh, she's cool. She got cool all of a sudden. She's like whipping her hat around. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this, the clothing box. Dun dun dun. Miss Miney, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. The tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. Even though the rest of the court doesn't know, but I know. But that closing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. It's hard making her sound distinct when she's not doing the, like, Valley Girl voice all the time. I'm kind of sad she dropped the accent, honestly. Oh, you're glad to be here. I'm glad to have you. I'm so glad to see you.
Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
I can, actually, but I'm gonna save first. The bullet hole. Obviously. Guys, I'm making such good progress, it's actually kind of scary. I can, with some evidence, obviously. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Dun dun dun! Is it not just the clothing box again? It has a bullet hole in it. Oh my god, really? If it is, that would really trip people up, I feel. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This... What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen, it had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. I don't know how to scream. I don't want to scream. I don't want to peek the mic. So I just gotta be awkward. Objection? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That's actually exactly what I'm saying. Wow, you catch on quick! Linkster, thank you for the group hydration. That means everyone must hydrate, not just me. And thank you for the posture check. So the whole challenge is land reckless and then get at least 5 kills. Oh, that shouldn't be too bad. That's like a normal run. Good luck, though. Let me know if you succeed. That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey.
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. Yeah, you're right, actually. It's not possible. She had an accomplice. Oh, everyone's working with me today. I am on fire. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Girlie, hear me out. Without the whip, please. Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. Like really breathing heavy over there. I got it all figured out, Eenie. Let me work it out. Let me tell everyone. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Dun dun dun, Morgan Fey. This person. If it wasn't someone from Kurain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use. This is so weird. I feel like this should be harder. I feel like they're gonna come out of nowhere and be like, listen, here's something to disprove. But I have all the pieces, I feel. I feel like I have all the pieces. Where am I? I'm on part 4-1 trial? Oh, no. Maybe this wraps it up, actually. I don't know. I feel like we're getting somewhere. Truly. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Okay. Morgan Fey.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? I don't know how to do growls. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? What's the reaction? What's your vibe? Oh, she's losing it. She is losing it. I think this is what really happened. Okay, so maybe it's not doppelganger theory, but hear me out. Doppelganger theory would have been so much more fun. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. She's so cool, though. I do like her. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. Okay, I hadn't even gotten that far. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Bang! Oh! Oh ho ho! Dr. Gray! Wow, I'm impressed. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. I would never have clocked that. Wow, they should have asked me that. They should have made me come to that conclusion. I would have struggled. I really didn't think of Dr. Gray once I decided what happened to him. He was out of the picture for me. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... bang. That's the sound of a gun, just so you know.
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room.
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Leak. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Leak. And pretended to be Maya Fey. You can't whip a photo, come on. Grow up. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. I got you. Or at least Phoenix got you. We worked together, you know? I had doppelganger theory, which was half true. I would have loved if Eni turned out to be Mimi, but they didn't consult me. If they had consulted me, that would have been the plot point, I promise. And it would have been crazy. It would have been insane. You guys would have loved it. Huh.
Who is that laughing at a time like this?
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? Oh, is she not gonna make it that easy? What is it this time? I think the only loose thread is the hole in the costume that I can think of off the top of my head.
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. You know what? Bring Morgan Fay back. I got a reason for you. Morgan Fay wanted to put Maya in jail. So it benefits both of them. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, what if my doppelganger is still correct? Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. She's so cool. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Hey Mateo, welcome in. And Goldie, hey, hi. How are you? How is everyone? Wow, 175 offerings is quite a few offerings. Goldie, I am doing so well in this case. I haven't lost a single point. I've been getting it like so quick. I know what happened. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're fine, Mateo. I'm also doing pretty okay. You didn't ask, but figured I'd say. You a character to rip off using Spectre Knight? Do Phoenix! Do Phoenix right! Do this guy! Do this little guy right here! You're at work making a button be a button? Proud of you! Buttons are important. I like buttons. I think they're fun. I like pressing them. I don't really care what they do. A motive. That's, I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Hold on. Hey Murph, welcome. How are you? You're just gonna use any dude in a suit? No, that doesn't count. Should I show this? This is the one with the hottie clinic, actually. I wonder if I should show this because it kind of hints that Eenie is Mimi to me, personally. Okay, wait, hold on, I'll keep thinking. No, I feel like that's really good. Huh. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes! Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, like, going to explain, so, like, please listen, okay? She's fun. I like her. Hey, Irene. You want me to do sing-song voice? Okay, I can do that. I don't... Okay, wait, I'll start. I don't want to do the sing-song voice while I'm in the middle of the case, and I don't want to do it to replace the voices of the characters in the game. That would be really awkward and also really difficult. So we're gonna take a little sing-song voice break. How am I? I'm doing really great, actually. Thank you for asking. I told this whole story earlier, actually, when you weren't here, and most of you weren't here during that, actually. But I tried out this new bakery, and it's really good. I had some strawberry bread. It was called soft bread, specifically, and assured it was very soft. I am so off key. It was super good, and I wanted the bread because it was pink. And I like things that are pink. It was super great. I'm so glad this is worth your points in your opinion. Also, thank you for renewing your subscription. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. You're so great. And so lovely. I have like 30 more seconds. You can't do ads, that's totally fair. I remember you saying a very long time ago that you have Spotify Premium because you can't deal with ads, so I already knew this. Because I'm very good and I pay attention. You have an update on work, got some new hours. You'll be getting your weekends again, congratulations. I'm really glad to hear that your job has been so stable and so good and going so well, despite the many injuries you receive. Has that been 3 minutes? I feel like that's been 3 minutes. Yeah, it's been 3 minutes. You know, Spotify, sometimes you skip a lot of songs and it's perfect. See, I do the same thing, except then I get cut off because it's like, no more skipping. So I try to make sure my playlist has no skips. And it basically doesn't. I think I skip like 1 or 2 songs per listening session. Okay. And we're back from the little intermission. I'm like going to explain, so like please listen, okay? Whoops, I clicked out of the game. It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge, then like I wouldn't have waited this long. And sides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, ow! She's doing it again! She's whipping people! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You failed to support your own theory! You didn't even give me the chance. Come on. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. Huh? I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney.
No! Hold it! Who held it? Who did that? Boomst. Mia. Oh, Mia. She's saving me. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute.
All right.
It's that easy? Oh, I love that. You just finished your art club piece? That was so fast! Well, unless you started working on it, like, when I announced it, which was like 2 days ago. But still, that's so fast! You're always so on top of it. I'm glad you're submitting this month as well. It's so good. I can't wait to see it and discuss it at the end of the month. I will definitely, like, look at it, though, before then, for sure. I always do. I'm very excited.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia.
Yes, it...
Whoopsies, wrong voice. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this? I mean, I can, but let me think. I mean, the best I have is that the surgery she received would have been to make her look more like Mimi. So she had to take time to recover? I can? I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Haha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Incredible. Avant Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Well, that's rough for you, because, he always has the will to fight. You finally finished the book you've been reading? Oh, the Hedgehog Hollow series. It's not a bad one, just a really eventful book. And it's a lot to get through. I get that. I have a book just like that I've been in the middle of for a very long time. It happens. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, or at least I hope you did. What are you gonna start on next? And, whoa, okay, voice crack. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Oh, yikes.
Very well. Court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey! Wait a sec. She got so cut off. Literally no one cares about what she says. Okay, well, I saved at the wrong time, so I'll just oversave. Okay, part 4-2. I did so well! June 22nd, 12:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Is it really true About my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, it's her! She's come to talk to me! I love when they come to talk to me outside of the court. Miss Von Karma, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation. Looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Oh! Whoa! Okay, that was kind of messed up, actually. Whoa! Hit her right where it hurts. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Oh, I love that she came to talk to me. June 22nd, 12:10 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. I do agree, Von Karma is very pretty. I love her hair. I love her bangs.
Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Can you prove Miss Eenie Miney had a motive?
I was really hoping that that break would help me a bit, but no. No. I just got to have a cute little conversation with Von Karma, which, not complaining, but, you know. Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Oh, okay. Noted. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past.
Miss Miney, if you please.
Okay, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Okay, last year's accident. This is great, we're getting somewhere. That was, last year, in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident.
It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Ugh.
Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip.
Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Oh, okay. What's the other angle? I'm gonna have to press on everything. Because, okay, to be honest, I have kind of been working off of the assumption that Dr. Gray did kind of drug them. But what if that's not true? Then what would be true is the question. Hold it! Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, like, that was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was like May 2nd. And like, our accident was like on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was like totally tired. So that's why. Duh. Okay. Sure. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was 'cause the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis? That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. Okay. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. So if I go off the assumption that the nurse was the reason for the malpractices, then I could come to a conclusion based off of that, maybe, possibly. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder! So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. Are we getting to doppelganger theory? I really want it to be doppelganger theory, and this is making me believe it could be possible.
True.
But like, I don't like have a driver's license. What? Don't you? I have that. What? I have that. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay. Anyway. There it is. I got it. Wow, that was actually really easy. Okay. Hey, Goto! Welcome in! I hope you're well. Okay. It maybe got tacked on to the end that I got that new statement. But let's keep pressing in order. Hold it! The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at like 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. I like woke up because of a jolt. And your sister, what happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. I love doing her voice. I have so much fun with it. I opened the door and, like, got away. Hold it. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like, kept wanting to forget that time. So, like, I don't remember things about the accident in, like, detail anymore.
Well, it's all right. No need to push yourself.
I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. Okay, interesting. I, like, didn't have my license, so, like, I couldn't take over driving for her. And that's why you were in the passenger seat? Like, yeah. I was, like, at my college's research lab till, like, really late. So my sis was, like, giving me a ride home. I see. Phoenix? Yes? You can't do this. You're being too easy on her. There's gotta be some sort of secret sleeping in this testimony. Yes, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. Mia, I mean Mia, not Maya, Mia. I got this. Listen, I got this. I know what to do. I am on top of this. Mia, you should be so impressed with me. Look at this! Her license! Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. I love how Phoenix is like, wow, you are a really bad liar. Embarrassing for you. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. Possible? No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know he was pervert? No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened late May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What in the...
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license.
Ugh. Ow! Cry and my whip will accommodate. She really said cry harder.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
That's not true, and you know it. They could have switched drivers without her having a license, but I'll work with it, I guess. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Yo. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Oh, not you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because,
I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. She's like me. Okay, I wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. So you had your permit, and you totally could have swapped places. Because all you need for a permit is a person with a license with you at the time. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She did, I saw that in the cutscene, in the flashback. She like would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. Okay.
I see. Bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness.
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but I'm not either. I had this problem in the last case. I just wasn't knowledgeable enough about cars. So I struggled a little bit. So what do you mean by really close? Oh, to getting her license. Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, so you could have driven. If Mimi wasn't the way she was. Permit? Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is? Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? My sis was like this totally big fan of cars. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at like a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car to the garage ever? Okay, press harder. Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car. Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Miss Lawyer? Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. You know, it's the same with shoes. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? That's what I'm always trying to tell him!
Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it?
She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. It was a new car. We've been over this! More significant questions, please! Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK.
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials?
I hate the judge sometimes. No one is even gonna respond to that because it's like, it's not even worth justifying with a response. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. Okay, so consider. This game takes place in Japana, California. Japanifornia or whatever. So either way, no. Okay, maybe it doesn't matter, but I was thinking that the car would have the wheel on the opposite side of most cars in the country. I don't know if that's important. I guess I'll keep it in mind. I guess her love of cars would be the next obvious topic. Press harder. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. I didn't. Your Honor.
Yes?
Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. Okay, I don't know what that word means.
You mean the part about it being a special import car?
Yes.
Well, you like cars that much then.
That's not my point. My point is my finger that I'm pointing at you. Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Oh, opposite side. So then the wheel would be on the passenger side normally. And so she could easily claim that, but that would be so weird. So she could claim I was on the passenger side. Even though in that specific car, it wouldn't be the passenger side, because that would have the driver's wheel, but it would line up with where the victim was in the car? I don't know. I'll keep working on it. I'll keep working on the theory. I like where it's going, though.
Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever. My sis's new car was like a totally special model from England. I yelled, "Hold it," pretty forcefully, but... Oh, doesn't he always? I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Okay, ask for the heck of it. Hiya, hey! You're not late at all, welcome in. Okay, I love that Phoenix is just as clueless as me about cars. Hey, Windmills, it's not a left-right side thing. If it's got a steering wheel, it's the driver's side. Oh yeah, I didn't finish. So I was thinking, right? Okay, and this is Ace Attorney, and I feel like the logic never makes sense. So like, hear me out. So if the car got all burned up, right? Then you wouldn't necessarily know which side the driver's side was on, but I don't think that's real. I feel like that sounds really fake, and I feel like this is really unhinged, but it benefits me if this is true. So I'm gonna keep working with it. But yeah, my point isn't that the driver's side was the passenger side in this case, just because it was on the opposite side of cars usually in the country. My point was that it could appear as the driver's side under very certain specific anime circumstances. Okay, this is anime logic sometimes, and you gotta work with it. I don't know if it's true or not. Ugh. So, yes? What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. Yes! See, he pointed it out, so that's actually a thing. That's notable, possibly, maybe. I don't know. It would seem there is no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? Guys! Guys! I thought I was being unhinged. I thought I was making stuff up like I always do. Sometimes I come up with things that are not relevant, but like this is kind of relevant. You, what do you know? That sleek shape, the wild way it starts, the raw feeling of manual transmission. Guys, hear me out. She said that her sister loves cars, and now she's going off about how much she loves cars and how cool the UK car is. Guys, that's Mimi on the stand, and I've been right from the start. Oh, I'm so brilliant. I am so smart. Forgive me. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. She, would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." She's talking about herself. This is so surreal. Was your sister good at driving? She was, totally awesome. She, said she was going to be the, racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow, I think she bumped my question off track again. So, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah. I, like, immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, like, in a daze.
Sounds like you had a terrifying time.
There is something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. We have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe there is a path. I know it. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Okay. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to press again. I'm sorry. Skip this, skip all this. My bad. We don't have to go through all of that again. I wanted to hit options and press save. Really getting somewhere, I think. So my only problem is, well, I have many problems, but my only problems is I need to decide what I'm going to present and I need to decide where I'm going to present it. So maybe let's start with the what of it all. I don't think anything on the second page. I'm kind of thinking the article. Yeah, guys, look. She keeps saying passenger side door, but here, she only says the right door. She doesn't say the passenger door. She says the right door. So, should I just present the newspaper clipping again? Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
Okay, well, I was really confident about that, actually. Oh, wait, I just presented it on something random. Wait, that's why. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. That was really dumb. Okay, my bad. I presented it on the wrong... I found my evidence and I was like, all right, show it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll do it on the relevant part. That was my bad. That's really embarrassing. I had it, though. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger's seat? The left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car.
Opposite?
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah!
What do you mean by this?
Oh, you know what I mean. We all know what I mean. Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Ah.
Order! Order in the court! Order!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Amy said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney, because that's true. Guys, hear me out. Mimi Miney was driving, but so was the person on the stand. Come on, hear me out. I'm doing really great. I'm on fire! That is what Eni said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. if we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eenie or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Guys, I knew it! I knew it from the start! Oh my gosh, this might be my best showing in any case we've played so far. I'm actually so impressed with myself. I'm actually so clever. I'm actually so smart. I'm actually so brilliant, as the British people with driver's seats on the right side would say. So brilliant. I'm so proud of myself. I knew it from the start. Hey Lumi, welcome in. Also, thank you for the group hydration, Linkster, and thank you for the posture check. But group hydration means everyone must hydrate, not just me. I'm so clever and so smart. Mimi was driving. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. It doesn't, but I love the energy here. It literally doesn't. A person with a permit can drive a car as long as someone with a license is also present in the vehicle. I believe those are the rules, so I'm just saying, but I love the theory. It's working with me. As long as it benefits me, I don't care if there's misinformation. I'm not like Von Karma. I just want to be right. Might pass out shortly, but wanted to stop by some streams. Thank you. You're so lovely. I'm sorry I haven't been able to like chat in yours, but I do lurk. And Lumi's streams are so fun, so nice, so chill. You guys would love her.
But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat.
You had oral surgery, so you're recovering? Wait, what was it, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer. I had oral surgery like a couple of months ago, I think. It was real rough. I mean, it wasn't. The recovery actually went super well. But leading up to it was really rough when my wisdom teeth were starting to grow in and it was super painful and I should have just gotten them out way sooner. So yeah, I don't know if it's wisdom teeth or something else. Is basically what I'm asking, but you don't have to answer. That's your own personal information, and I respect you. I think you're lovely and great. And you can keep your secrets. Your 4 wisdom teeth and 4 other teeth all impacted. 2 are at the top of your mouth. One was like a canine anime tooth. I love that. The other was at the roof. Wow, that is rough. Okay, and here I was complaining about my wisdom teeth. One of mine was starting to grow in diagonal and it was like really painful. And it actually like made me feel terrible for like 2 days straight. Actually for longer than that, but specifically for 2 days, I was genuinely nauseous. I didn't realize how much tooth pain can just like mess you up until that happened. I was like genuinely so nauseous. And that doesn't even sound as bad as what you're going through, or we're going through. I'm glad to hear it's going better now. Jeez. You've been in bed. They were also not even out of your gums, and 2 were sideways because of small jaw. Oh, that is so rough. Okay, that is so rough. I'm glad you got them out. They were being unkind and evil and wreaking havoc on the rest of your teeth. Your boyfriend took 3 days off to nurse you. That is so sweet. You take 3 pills daily. I was super lucky. I didn't have to take too much pain medicine because it affects me really intensely, actually. It was so funny because apparently, I don't remember this, by the way, because I was like hit up by anesthesia, but apparently they were like, hey, you're gonna have to cut those pills in half because she has a very strong reaction to not a lot of pain medicine. I was so out. So yeah, I only took like probably 1.5 pills a day, even though it was at like 3 times a day. But like total, you know? You don't have to, but today has been bad. I'm so sorry. You're up at 6 a.m. every day eating pudding, jello, oatmeal, scrambled eggs. Yeah, you gotta. Oh, don't eat rice. I have heard horror stories about rice. Apparently, the granules can get stuck in the sockets. Don't eat rice if they're not like closed enough. I have heard horror stories. You'd think rice is okay, but just it could slide in those holes and kind of just hang out. You've had a salt water? Oh, are you like flushing them out? I had to do that too, of course. I do hope your recovery goes smoother. I hope you feel better soon. But eggs stuck. Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? It's so terrible. To have a little like pouch for snacks. I don't like that. It was so gross. I feel you. And they don't close up as soon as they seem like they should. Like they get to a point where you don't have to like flush them out so often, but you can still feel a dent in there. And then you're like paranoid for a while and you're like, I don't know if I can actually eat the food I used to be able to eat. Ugh, terrible. Day 1, I couldn't feel my mouth when I was eating because of like the local anesthesia, so I was drinking a milkshake and and it was just going down my chin, like just down my chin, chocolate milkshake, and I couldn't feel it. It was terrible. It was so terrible. I kept trying to like rest it on my like mouth, on my bottom lip. I had to use my fingers to like make sure it was on my bottom lip without like pressing too hard or like not pressing enough. Like I had to feel where my lip was. It was so weird. It felt so weird and nothing tasted right because of the anesthetic. Like my taste buds felt numbed too. It was so weird. Hey Tricky, welcome back. We're talking about wisdom teeth recovery. Have you gotten your wisdom teeth out? Oh, I also only had 3 wisdom teeth and only one of them was an issue. So my recovery was pretty well, or pretty good. But yeah, if you need to get some more rest, I totally understand. I really hope you feel better. I hope your recovery goes smoothly. All you've eaten is mashed potatoes, soft chicken, and rice. Yeah. You gotta do stuff you can mash against your hard palate with your tongue. Truly. It's so rough. Surgery is very rough. Like, no matter what you're getting, it's still surgery. You're gonna be getting braces shortly. Oh, good luck with braces. Braces aren't so bad, I don't think. And you'll be so cute with braces. And you'll get to have cute little color rubber bands on the braces. It'll be great. Look on the positives. Not on the side of your teeth will hurt every time they're moving. It'll be fine and great and also good. Okay. I guess I should get back to the trial, huh? Phoenix is like, are you guys done yet out there in the jury? You're very off topic right now. Like, okay, jeez. You didn't have to pay anything for the surgery? Lucky. I think I had to pay quite a bit, actually. And I have insurance, so I took care of half. I don't like that fact, Tricky. I don't think that's a fun fact at all. I think that's actually very unsettling. But thank you. Which leads us to the next question. Let's What's the next question? The next
Question?
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? Oh my gosh, I was onto this! Right, I got so excited and then I got distracted before I got to prove that I was right all along! What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix writes? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is Mimi Miney. And I knew it the whole time. I just want to tell you guys, I knew it from the start. Mimi Miney, that is your real name. Guys, so many times throughout this entire trial, I didn't know if doppelganger theory was gonna be right. Truly, I was starting to doubt myself, actually. At the very end here, I was like, they're not gonna do it. It would be so cool if they did it, but they're not gonna do it. So many times I doubted myself. And I shouldn't have. I was always right. Mimi Miney, that is your real name. Don't object me. Of all the foolish dribble, then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So, for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No.
Mimi Miney. She died in the car accident.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site, that was the body of the real Eenie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? Their names are so silly. That car accident 1 year ago, the one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. She faked her own death. Tricky, I would actually prefer not to know a more scary medical fact. I actually try to avoid medical facts personally because I don't like to overthink that sort of thing. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do you mean?
What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Oh, but it would have been Eenie that he called back. Wow, I did not make that connection. I should have. It was the next logical jump, but I was so busy justifying doppelganger theory. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible because Mimi Miney was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm so smart. I'm patting myself on the back right now. An actual fun fact, there's over 100 Kit Kat flavors. I think my favorite is dark chocolate. But 100? That's kind of crazy. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
What? Well, Miss Eenie, I mean Miss Von Carp,
Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? Oh, she's so different. That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister?
I think I understand why. Alright, Phoenix, this is the part where you have to take over. Because I don't know. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this? The malpractice thing? Take that! During an emotional moment. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Unbelievable! Plan beyond my wildest imagination.
Not beyond mine, though. I knew it. I always knew it. She's like on the verge of tears, and I'm like, yeah! I did it! Where's my confetti, Gumshoe? Toss it down. Let's celebrate. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it! I hate it all! It must be severely traumatic for her.
I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear.
The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fey. This is preposterous! I'm perfect! Me, Franziska von Karma! I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Wow, he gets smug. Okay! All right! Chill, relax! And one more for good measure. That was like 3! Oh my god, she killed him! I really thought she'd stop. Phoenix, hang in there. Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham! Jeez,
Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict.
He can't even enjoy it. I can, though. Let's go! I love the confetti!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
We all just witnessed attempted murder, but sure, adjourned. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! Oh my gosh, they're so cute! Oh, they're so adorable. Oh, this is the first time Maya's gotten to interact with Mia. Usually Maya's channeling Mia, so she doesn't actually get to talk to her. Oh, this is so sweet. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis, I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? Oh, a familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. Oh, that must have been so comforting. There is still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself, and then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. Zest Maya Fey, who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Oh, oops. I keep mixing up the voices here. Nick! Congrats, Maya! You didn't murder someone! Again! It's weird that we have to keep proving this. Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick, but every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible? Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? I don't think she'll like the answer. No, Maya, I don't want to have to tell you it's because she was jealous of you and wanted to take your place and wanted to wipe out the entire branch of your side of the family. I don't want to tell you that. Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Did you accidentally spoil me, Titus? Did you really just give me the answer? Cool, thanks. I love not figuring things out by myself. It makes me feel accomplished. Present, I guess. Hurley? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain Village, and that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The Branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be... Pearls. Ah. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Oh. I mean, you're right, it's not relevant to the case, but it's relevant to the game. Date and time unknown, interesting. Detention center, solitary confinement cell 13, interesting! My precious Pearl, you are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurain. Dear child, I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. I think Pearl's chill about it, though. Hey, I did it! Oh, Von Karma's in this one too? But I miss Miles. A brand new episode has been added. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I finished it! I did the thing! Okay, if I bump in, it's gonna give me all the story, and I don't want all the story right now. I'm gonna start that next time I stream this! Whenever that may be, probably in like a week from now. I don't know. I'm considering the trilogy as its own game, so I think I'm just gonna keep going and going and going with it until Phoenix Wright is done. The Discord redeem is so smart, isn't it though? I added that actually super recently. Because I saw someone else had it. You were playing a game called Do Not Take This Cat Home? What? It's about a spooky cat killing you in 40 ways. Oh, well then maybe don't take the cat home. Maybe they have some kind of point when it comes to not taking the cat home. Sorry, I just missed a lot of chat, and I put off reading that for a while. Hopefully that's okay. Oh, but yeah, that was a really fun case. I really liked that. That was so unhinged. I am so proud of myself for having predicted everything from the start because I'm just so clever. Thank you for the streamer care package. I was gonna say that means everyone has to drink. No, that's just group hydration. I mix them up sometimes. Ain't that just cats in general? I don't know. All my cats are strays. All 2 of them. Just by picking them up. Sometimes cats choose you. Cats are so sweet. And when they choose you, you can form a really tight bond. Okay, let's see about someone to possibly raid. I'm gonna try and find someone who's like behind me in the storyline, which now that I'm a good way through the second game, isn't actually that hard anymore. So I'm quite pleased about that. But yeah, as we head off, I just want to remind everyone about Art Club because I just announced that. Here, I'll show you. But yeah, I just announced the new prompt. It's really great. It's really cool. See? This is it. This is the post in the server. This is the little mushie I drew for it. If you want to participate, join the Discord server. Read all of the relevant tabs to get a feel for Art Club. And if you have any questions, ask me, obviously. But yeah. You guys have all month to do this, and I'll probably be talking about it all month. I'm probably going to host an art stream here soon. Another one, probably next week if I had to guess. I don't know exactly when. It'll be at normal time, so it's not like you specifically have to catch it. But I'll probably be like learning pixel art for my submission because I think I'm going to do something with pixel art. You know? I've never done pixel art before, so I thought it would be fun. I always try to challenge myself to do something new with these. But yeah. I realize I never actually show you Art Club when I talk about it, so just this once. These are like some of the previous ones I've done. If that interests you. join the server. Participate in art club. It's fun. I love when people do it. It's literally so low stress. But that all being said, my art is always great. Thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. But yeah, I am going to get the raid set up since I think that's all I have to say. We're raiding someone who's a bit behind me and Ace Attorney, so obviously no spoilers for them. Preferably. And yeah, the raid messages are in the chat. Invis, hey, thank you for stopping in. It's great to see you. I hope you have a lovely day too. But yeah, the raid messages that we use are in chat. I'll be using them. You can use them too if you want to make me look good. I would love that. Even if you guys just pop in, say hi, and then lurk, I'm sure they'll appreciate it too. I'll be streaming again tomorrow at 11 a.m. CST. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming. Possibly Death's Door, if I had to guess. So, look forward to that, I guess. I look forward to that. It's a super fun, super cute game. And I think that's all from me, so I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your day, however you choose to spend it. Thank you for spending some of it with me. I appreciate you all so very much. And take care until the next time we see each other, whenever that may be. Okay, bye!